Stop scrolling. A quiet idea from California has set off a very loud debate in London. Should Archie and Lilibet one day be free to choose a life as working royals? That question isn't a tabloid game. It goes to the heart of what the monarchy is becoming, who gets to belong, and how much room there is for second chances. First, the spark. On June 21, 2025, a report said Prince William and those close to him were bemused by Prince Harry's hope that his children might one day step into duty. The timing, on William's 43rd birthday, felt symbolic. Friends describe a future king who has stopped agonizing over family drama and started treating it as background noise. Fewer feelings, more focus. Across the Atlantic, Harry was sending a different signal. He had just returned to Angola, the same red earth his mother walked when she drew the world's attention to landmines. For him, it was legacy and healing. For many watching, it was also a father's message. I want my children to have options. Now, a quick explainer many people ask for. A title is not a job. Archie and Lilibet became prince and princess when their grandfather acceded. But working royal is something else. Working royals represent the crown at engagements, tours, ceremonies, and patronage work. They live with relentless schedules. Their security and logistics are publicly funded. Admission to that circle is by the sovereign's consent, and in practice, by the Prince of Wales's cooperation. A title opens doors in society. It does not open the red dispatch box. Why the tension now? Because two visions are colliding. William's view, as it is often described, is disciplined and small circle. The fewer people at the center, the clearer the message, the tighter the standards, the faster the institution can move. After Spare and the Netflix series, those close to him say the breach did not just hurt, it hardened his sense of duty. He is no longer the brother trying to repair every fracture. He is the king in waiting, who believes stability sometimes requires closed doors. Harry's view is more elastic. He wants choice for his children, space to belong if they wish, without being forced if they do not. He knows the difference between a title on paper and a role in public life. But he also knows what it means to feel shut out. Returning to Angola underlined a theme he has repeated for years: purpose matters. He would like the option to exist for Archie and Lilibet in the future. Between them stands King Charles. By most accounts, he has shown a quiet willingness to meet in private. He is said to have met Lilibet. He is balancing health, time, and the institution he has waited a lifetime to lead. Reports suggest Harry could be in the UK in September, while the King and Queen are expected in Balmoral. If a meeting happens, it will be discreet and unpublicized. Notably, William and Catherine were not involved in recent private contacts. Their distance is deliberate. A short timeline helps. 2020, the Sussexes step back from royal duties and move to North America. 2022, the late Queen passes, Charles becomes king, Archie and Lilibet's titles update under established rules. 2023 to 2024, memoirs, interviews, and a hard winter of family relations. June 21, 2025, report of William's camp, bemused by Harry's hope for his children's future roles. Summer 2025, Angola trip, renewed talk of reconciliation, quiet signals from the king, continued reserve from the Prince and Princess of Wales. There are human details that matter here. For William, the lesson of the past 5 years is discipline. Smaller teams, clearer lines, fewer risks. He sees how quickly public opinion swings in the social media age. In that climate, every person inside the working group must be predictable, coordinated, and aligned. Stability is the point. For Catherine, recovery and privacy come first. The Wales household has learned the cost of living under a microscope. Bringing two California schoolchildren into that glare for symbolic appearances is not a choice they will make lightly. For Harry, fatherhood reframes everything. He still carries the memory of following his mother's coffin as a boy. He knows what emotional exposure feels like. He also knows the power of service. He believes there can be a healthier way to belong. And for King Charles, time is the quiet drumbeat. He has always tried to hold family, an institution together with measured steps and long horizons. His instinct is to keep doors cracked, not slammed. It helps to remember precedent. The monarchy has long balanced blood and duty in different ways. Princess and declined titles for her children, Peter and Zara, giving them freedom outside the royal machine, an early signal that not every grandchild must live a public life. By contrast, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie carry Her Royal Highness styles and royal titles, yet they are not full-time working royals. They combine private careers with occasional public appearances. Prince Edward and Sophie chose courtesy styles for their children even though, by old rules, princely titles were technically possible. And over a century ago, letters patent tried to draw clearer lines about who is a prince or princess at all. In other words, flexibility is not new, it is part of the crown's survival kit. There is also a practical reality often missed. Working royal life is not just ribbon cutting. It is early starts, briefings, patron meetings, hospital wards, night trains, rain-swept unveilings, and a diary that belongs to the office, not the individual. It is a long apprenticeship in how to be visible without making yourself the story. People who do it well make it look easy. It is not easy. For two children raised in California, with classmates, sports, and a different sense of normal, the freedom they know may one day feel more valuable than the status they inherited. Choice cuts both ways. So what would it take to change course later? Trust more than titles. That means quieter years, fewer public jabs, and private conversations that stay private. It means agreeing on boundaries before appearances, not arguing after. It likely means any future role for the Sussex children would be slow and symbolic at first, state occasions, not weekly walkabouts, if it happens at all. There are reasonable paths ahead. A quiet détente. The king facilitates limited family contact without public duties. Birthdays, private visits, no cameras. The circle of working royals stays small. Archie and Lilibet grow up privately with British ties that are personal, not official. A formal freeze. The slimmed-down model hardens. No public pathway for the Sussex children while William is Prince of Wales, and none when he becomes king. Royal by blood. Private by life. The least complicated route for the institution. A conditional bridge. Years from now, if trust is rebuilt, the children might make symbolic appearances at major state moments, no patronage portfolios, no full-time schedules, just courtesy roles that acknowledge lineage without reopening old wounds. Some quiet questions recur in private rooms. Would William ever endorse an official role for the Sussex children? Those close to him suggest the answer, for now, is no. He is focused on a highly professional, highly controlled core, the King and Queen, the Prince and Princess of Wales, and a small number of seniors. Fewer mouths. Fewer missteps. Clearer brand. Could the King smooth a path? He can protect family ties and create space for private meetings. He can keep rhetoric low. But in the long run, the working model will pass to William. That is reality. Does a title guarantee anything? No. It confirms rank and lineage. It does not come with a diary of engagements, uniformed roles, or taxpayer security by default. Is time on Harry's side? Only if trust grows faster than the calendar. The larger stakes sit beyond one family. The Crown is trying to prove that a smaller, steadier monarchy can still cover the map, charities, Commonwealth, culture, community, without burning out its members or blurring its message. Every addition to the working roster adds complexity, cost, and risk. Every exclusion adds criticism, distance, and hurt. There is no pain-free version. Public opinion matters too. Many admire the Sussex independence and want a softer border between private life and royal duty. Others feel strongly that consequence follows choice. You cannot reject the system and later step back in at the top. The palace reads those moods, even when it says nothing. Meanwhile, the children are growing up. Their parents will make early calls about schooling, passports, summer plans. None of those decisions require a palace balcony. At some point in their late teens or early 20s, Archie and Lilibet will form their own views. They may surprise everyone. They may prefer a life off camera. They may decide a single cause is worth an occasional appearance in Britain. They may visit and keep it utterly private. All of those futures are possible. Strip everything back and you are left with two sentences. Harry hopes his children will have a choice. William believes the monarchy works best when choices are limited. Both convictions are coherent. Both carry costs. Your turn. Should the Sussex children be given the future option to serve if they choose, and on what terms? Or is a slimmed-down, tightly controlled monarchy the only realistic path? Tell us where you stand and why. And if you value calm, fact-first royal coverage, please like this video and subscribe, so you never miss an update.